All right, man. Torture talk. All right, man. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. You sure I ain't got nothing in my nose, man. Sometimes I be afraid I got boogers in my nose. 'Cause this light is so bright. And my face is so clear. I be making sure I ain't got nothing. Clean my nose, man. I gotta go wash my hands. Hold on. I can't be picking my nose. Let me wash my hands. All right, man. Had to go wash my hands real quick. You know what I'm saying? So look, all right, man. So today's episode, we're gonna continue with this DDG thing, and Joe Buttons got a lot to say, and Melyssa Ford got a lot to say, and I got a lot to say. So before we get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. There was a single sexy lady who put one in the chat, fellas. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description or right here. Cash app. If you want to send some cash apps, you can. If not, it's okay too. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 17,000, almost 18,000. Yes, I'm right there, right at the tippy top. You know what I'm saying? And I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. The Night King in the building. This is the Torture Talk show. You already know. And yeah, we gonna get right to it, man. I ain't down at the studio today. I'll be down there probably tomorrow. Matter of fact, I might go down there later on and do a live, because I want to do a live about something. I'm not sure. I know I've been saying I'm gonna do a live, but a lot of times things come up and I can't make it. So I'm going to probably do something before the week is out. Yeah, so I actually did a live this week. That was on Wednesday. So I reviewed that Wayne song. Yeah, I did. I did a live. So I don't feel so bad. All right, so look, man, we gonna get it. Let's go. All right, this comes courtesy of Never Give Up. Let's get it.
The women with the angel images are able to get off a lot under the guise of I have an angel image, and I imagine it to be frustrating for a man.
Yo, I literally said this on my podcast. I said this on the episode. She's very pretty. She's a pretty girl. And I'm telling y'all now, hey man, fuck it. This is Torture Talk. A lot of y'all pretty women get away with a lot, man. Y'all get away with a lot. But we gonna get into this. It's gonna be a good episode. It's gonna be a goodie.
I'm not even just talking about them. They're young, so we're going to apply the young card. But there are a lot of people out there hiding behind just this image of perfection. And behind the scenes, they are an absolute demon and monster. And nobody believes the guy because this girl done been in a movie or two.
All right, so the Podfather today is getting into the young people drama. So we got Joe in the podcast talking about the latest situation with DDG and Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey. I can't pronounce her name, but check this out, like the video, and subscribe.
Okay, the nature of the text messages that DDG released were very disturbing.
They were.
And there was a lot of talk around the cause of those texts being sent. Was this postpartum, or was this a psycho girl?
Are there dates on the text?
Let me find them. March of 2024.
Okay.
My question is, why does that matter if there's dates on it? If she flies off the handle, then why does it matter if there's dates on there? Like, for real, why does that matter? I'm just saying, like, I guess that doesn't matter, but that's actually a good question. Is this postpartum or is this a psycho girl? Most people will say, okay, you must have drove this woman to this. And the ideology behind all this usually is when a woman is in a relationship and she's acting crazy, most people, society as a whole, even some men, will literally believe that the man made her that way. They'll say that. If a woman gets caught cheating, what did you do to make her cheat? If a man gets caught cheating, why did you cheat on her? It's always been that way. And I don't see no sign of it changing either.
Now, do we have enough facts to get into our feelings about this?
I think that's a pretty good outline, right? Pretty good.
That's a pretty good outline.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and feel free to stay for this in case you want to chime in on this tough topic.
All right, okay, I'm here.
All right.
Flip, go to the kitchen on this tough topic. Yo, on this topic right here, Flip, go ahead, get out of here, man. Don't worry about this.
No, it's Flip goes there.
Oh, man.
I have no idea what anybody's take is regarding this, so I'd love to hear it. I know Mel.
I feel like the only reason why we know any of this is because he is constantly online talking about it, and after the breakup being completely disparaging of her, making his claims, et cetera, et cetera. Also, when he went on, when he started talking about the fact that she was, preventing him from seeing Halo, he did this on his streaming platform with his millions of viewers, creating like a hashtag free Halo. What does that do? That encourages your audience to go to her and start bullying her without any of the facts other than the ones that you just presented, which are up for fucking debate. Whoever's right, whoever's wrong, it really is. It's gotten so fucking messy, nobody even knows. But my stance is he comes off as being so fucking wildly stressful to deal with after you've just had a baby. I'm standing 10 toes down on Halle's side. I don't even have to have all the facts. The fact of the matter is she had a baby.
That's
she has
on brand.
No,
Shocker.
Yeah, plot twist with this.
There's a lot of situations, man, when
Fatal mistake with women. They put their feelings over facts. And I just gotta say it. If you are a woman who doesn't put her feelings over facts, I applaud you. Bravo. But a good portion of women, they literally put their feelings over facts. You know some of them. Don't sit here and act like you don't. Some of your family members do this. Some of your cousins do this. Some of your best friends do this. They literally put their feelings over facts. You know this. You know how I know that she is doing this? I'm going to prove it to you right now. I want y'all to watch this clip real quick. So check this out.
This behavior is an absolute pattern. Halle has even admitted to this. She has admitted to being a terrible human being. She has admitted to being somebody who was very problematic and toxic.
In a relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I've, you know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
I am nosy, number one. And number two, I like drama.
A woman admitted to her nice girl act being completely fake. There's even like comparisons of her speaking like in public to like.
I just wanted y'all to just see that. So all y'all women jumping in the comments saying, "Oh, this isn't right." The woman said it out of her own mouth. Now, if you decide to defend this woman for saying these things out her own mouth, then I don't know if you might be just like her. You might be crazy like her. She literally said what she does. I like drama. I like to start just drama with my boyfriend. I like it. I will go to war with my words. I do this. That's basically what she said. You know what I'm saying? I do this. So let's get back to what Melyssa was saying.
That's on brand.
No, but
Yeah, plot twist with this.
There's a lot of situations, man, when you don't take the text message serious, that something end up happening to the child. We've seen that a lot of times, whether it's when it comes to domestic issues.
They say, the signs were right there.
The signs were right there. So him filing this restraining order based off of the text message that she's been sending him is a right move for him to do.
I'd like to challenge a few of the things that you said.
okay.
Okay.
So here's my thing, right? This is my thing with what Melyssa was saying. Melyssa says stuff like, I don't care about the facts, right? But if we're going to go off of that, then you have to say that about anything that applies to when a man does something. You got to say, well, I don't care about the facts. To me, it feels almost like certain women get a pass, because not all of them, but certain ones get a pass. Or a lot of times there is a lot of excuses being made for certain things that happen between domestic violence situations. For a man, he has to endure certain things. And even the court system is set up that way, where it's if a man was to call the police and say he got punched in the face by a female, his girlfriend, the police won't lock her up. Most likely she ain't going to jail. But if that happened to a man, even though they didn't see it, he's going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people will say, well, there's a reason for that. The man is stronger, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But off of her logic, when she says she don't care about the facts, the girl is a problematic girl. Let's be honest. She's a problematic girl. How she got there, that's not our fault. But overall, she's a problematic girl. She's openly saying these things. It's not like, oh, she's like, he pushed her to it. She literally said that's what she likes to do. It wasn't like, oh man, he made me this way. If she had said that in the video, my boyfriend made me like this because he's untrustworthy and he been doing things behind my back. He made me this way. If she said that, then I could get it. I could be like, okay, yeah, well, she has a point. But she did not say that. She did not say that. And I'm interested to hear what Joe has to say about challenging her on her points.
Oh, Mel?
Yeah. In terms of weaponizing a fan base to bully you.
They're both doing that.
They both are doing it.
I don't see how she's done it.
Now we let you get a runway to get all of your shit off. Let's have the conversation without us triggering one another. Because I'm not trying to trigger nobody. And please don't trigger me. And this topic could be triggering.
It's very triggering.
I done been through every aspect of this.
I'll be honest with y'all. The only reason why a lot of y'all get triggered because y'all know y'all wrong. That's it. If you are right about something, you ain't going to get triggered by it. You ain't going to be triggered. A lot of y'all know y'all wrong, so y'all get triggered. And that's for guys, well, men and women. I ain't just saying women. But a lot of y'all get triggered because y'all know y'all wrong. And y'all have no other out. It's like, okay, I have to get mad and I have to throw these ad hominems and I have to say these nasty things to you and insult you, but not attacking your argument. A lot of y'all do that. And I'm telling you, with this whole situation, how are you triggered by this? How? You're saying that this man weaponized his fan base because he wants to see his child and she's keeping his child. The whole thing is men are always called deadbeats and they don't want to take care of their children. Whenever a man wants to see his child and he wants to be around his child, all of a sudden now women have all these excuses and, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. Maybe he shouldn't do this. Maybe he shouldn't do that. Like they always siding with the woman on certain things when it comes to men seeing their child. It's like, oh, she should have the right to keep her child away from him. But I thought y'all said that men should have the right. The thing is, unless this man is doing something, and she even admitted that this man is a great father, unless this man did something that put her child in danger or whatever you want to call it, or did anything to that child, I could understand if she was just do that. But you can't admit that this child father is a great father and then try to keep the child away from him because you are mad. And the thing is, Melyssa don't want to admit that this dude, he don't need her and he don't want to be with her. And she is a psycho. She wants to be with him. I don't know if y'all seen these text messages. I showed it in the last video. Make sure y'all go watch that. But she's talking crazy, talking about ending her life. Like what? Come on, man.
The second that she left him, fan bases were weaponized.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had the Disney girl, the Beyonce girl, the clean sister act girl's fan base saying, yo, dog, you lucked up. She should have never been with you. You was a bum. You clout chasing. Every chance you get, you mentioning a baby, you mentioning her. She don't want you. That was a thing. That was a real thing. I'm saying this as somebody.
Fam, it went on up here. We got into an argument about DDG.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's
We
right.
did. We got into an argument about DDG. You took Chloe's side. You took Haley's side. We took DDG's side. We got into an argument about DDG. So it's not like he was the person that was.
That's a fact. They got into a heated debate about that. And that's when he said, they said, oh, you don't know who he is and all this stuff. And it's the whole DDG, so I'll expose you, Joe Buttons, blah, 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 blah. I remember that. And he did take her side. But that even though Joe is saying what he's saying now, that definitely leads to the point of Joe is saying what he's saying is absolutely true. You can't say that he has all these millions of fans. Even Joe Buttons, who didn't even know him, sided with the girl. So he's saying, like, listen, bro, they both got fan bases that do this. And it's not that like if you make a living off of social media or movies, or you're a movie star or whatever, you're gonna have crazy fans, right? You can even go out your way and say, hey, listen, that's my baby mom or that's my baby dad. Don't disrespect them. People gonna be like, but I don't feel it though. They treating you right. They should be treating you better than that. You're better than that. I love you. Like they're gonna still do that. So what he's saying is absolutely right.
Throwing out the bully shit, and she was just on the receiving end of that.
Yeah,
that's not true. Both of their fan bases were weaponized.
She did not weaponize hers. She couldn't. Just let me say this one thing, and then y'all got it.
Hijack the topic.
No. Holy shit!
You're gonna hijack
How
that
many
topic.
times
Go
have
ahead.
they hijacked, dog piled on me? One.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like Joe Budden podcast and I like her. I like the fact that they got her on there, and I like the fact that, you know, she gets this because she's very intelligent. I will say that. Sometimes I think she just doesn't have any common sense, but I believe she's very intelligent. She's an older woman too, so she knows. But I think a lot of times she can't have a conversation where she allowed him to speak, and then she because, and it's nothing against women, but a lot of women do this. I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all do this. And just being honest, from what I see, a lot of y'all don't listen to the point that's being made, and then you make your argument. It's like y'all making an argument for a piece of an argument or a piece of something I said. I don't even fully get the chance to say everything before you jump in and try to cut. It's like, well, I know what you're about to say. I know girls used to say that to me. I know what you're about to say. And be like, well, I wasn't going to say that. All right, well, go ahead. Then I'm like, see, I wasn't even going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay. Be like, I think a lot of times women are so used to being combative in a conversation that they don't understand that it's called a conversation, not an argument. Arguments are totally different. You're having a conversation, you're having a constructive dialogue. If you can't have a constructive dialogue, it becomes a destructive dialogue. And then y'all starts to argue back and forth over points that really doesn't mean anything. Now, I didn't hear what she about to say, but I can almost guarantee what she about to say probably is off an emotion. It's an emotional take. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can almost guarantee it.
So just let me say this one thing, and then y'all got it.
Hijack the topic.
No. Holy shit.
You're gonna hijack
How
the
many
topic.
times
Go
have
ahead.
they hijacked, dog piled on me? One time. I just want to say this one thing.
Go ahead.
She did not weaponize her fan base, and furthermore, everybody's saying that he's a clown, stay away from him, blah, blah, blah. She didn't listen. She followed her own heart. That was the man she wanted. She chose. She had a baby with him. She did not listen to anybody. So she did not weaponize her fan base. They made their own assumptions.
Mel,
he went on streaming.
Now you're off the tangent. Can you not respond to each point that we're about to make the same way we did with you? That's all I'm asking.
Right.
I have more of your points that I'd like to challenge.
Even with that weaponization point, the artists sometimes don't have to say,
go do it.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that.
If nothing else,
I just said that. You don't have to do that. Your fans are going to do it for you. And you know what the crazy thing is? The crazy thing is they know it. They don't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm like this. I would never want any of y'all to do anything on my behalf as far as insulting or doing something to somebody. No, absolutely not. Do not do that. I do not want any of y'all doing anything like that. First of all, I don't even have I don't go back and forth with people. I try to stay away. I keep to myself, do my own thing. I try not to discuss other podcasters and all that stuff because I know how that turns out. I have a lot of disagreements with people, but I keep that to myself because it's not that important. You know what I'm saying? But as far as weaponizing my fan, I'm telling y'all now, don't do no shit like that. Don't. You with me, but don't do no shit like that. I don't want it. I'm not into that. Oh, he said this about me, and then y'all running and go, nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. I did discuss one dude who did say something about me. Actually, two people, but that's it. I'll just discuss it and break down, but let me handle it. I don't want y'all to go and fight for me. I'm gonna fight for the king. Nah, don't do that, please.
Proven that both of them played part in the weaponization of fan bases. 1. 2. In terms of things being made public and why they are made public, they're playing courthouse games.
True indeed.
Mm-hmm. Courthouse games is not only where things become public, but it's where both parties go to say the worst of the worst about the other. So unfortunately, these stories, the break-in stories, they're public because they're court filings. 3, she played her hand in some of this being public when she vehemently was against the kid going to Constant's house.
And put that out.
And she put it out. So all I'm saying is, at the start, you have 2 young people that are engaging in the messiness of a breakup after a baby.
That's fair.
And the thing is too that I notice about and this is what I'm saying. As far as I feel like when it comes to certain women, when they're in a relationship, even though she does much more that's detrimental to the man, they always try to make the man to be equal. If he does one thing, it's oh, they're both doing it, but they don't take into account that she done more damaging things to their family than he did. I can't see any of y'all telling me in the comments, anybody, tell me what he has done that's damaging to her. Tell me what he has done that's damaging to this girl. You know what I'm saying? What has he done? But again, what would be the excuse? What people would say is, well, how you know what he said to her really didn't hurt her? You know what I'm saying? We have to assess the situation by, if we're going to go off of both of them, then we have to look at the things she did and look at the things he did. She's literally talking like a psycho in those text messages. She literally cut this man with a knife. She cut him with a knife. She said she had a gun. She took his gun. She said she was going to off herself. End it all. But for some reason, we have to sit here and say, well, it's equal between the two. It's equal. It's not equal. She is much more detrimental to their whatever they got going on than he is. I'm just being honest. If he was, I would say it, but he's not. There's a link to read all the text messages between the two. Like, I don't understand how we sit here and don't just want to say, you know what, she's wrong, and then move on from it. That's all. We don't have to sit here and try to pretend like they're on the same level of destructiveness. They're not. They're not on the same level of destructiveness. This girl is a demon, bro. I showed y'all the video. She literally said that she likes war. She likes to do this. Like, come on.
These text messages that he released, the disturbing ones, if you believe that these are texts and not doctored and really happened, and they say a lot. I mean, they do tell a story.
They do.
Should I read them?
Sure.
The trust, this is a blurry version. I'll try my best. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with the bullshit every day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating, and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like, quote unquote, Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe you'll take my vision of becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get. Yeah. She says, you don't want to be with me, that's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say shit. See?
There's a lot of
Come on. Y'all, come on, bro. Y'all gotta give me this one, bro. You gotta give me this one. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't be serious, bro. You can't be serious. This is not... Listen, I understand the dynamic between the two, male and female, and this could be toxic, but this is not just a toxic relationship. This is manipulation 101, top of the line manipulation. This man is talking about basically saying every chance you get, you shit on my dreams. I told you I'm going to be a label owner. I'm going to do all these things. And you shit on me. And her response is, I'm going to kill myself. Like, what? You don't want to be with me. So I'm going to end it all. Forget my baby. Forget our child. Like, come on, bro. You got to give me this one. Y'all got to give me this one. You can't. There's no way you could be mad about this. Like, come on, man. Come on.
This is two young people
being super manipulative to each other because their fucking feelings are involved and shit like that. Like they're fucking nasty to each other. But who in this room doesn't know what that experience is like when it gets when you're at that point where you're mad at each other or where you think that the break is happening and one person is playing super fucking nonchalant, usually the guy, and the girl is like, you know, just spazzing out and shit like that. That's all I hear from those text messages.
It sounds like both of them.
Oh my God. Bro, I never seen nothing like this, bro. This is nuts. Oh my God. So let me get this right, bro. So the woman is mad when the man is basically being nonchalant and he's calm. the woman is also mad when the man goes off and flies off the handle. Which one is it? Yo, I can't believe she just said that. I get what she's saying because that actually does happen, but it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. So look, the dude is like, look, I can't really do this no more. I've been dealing with this. That lets me know that he's been dealing with this for a long time, and he's probably don't want to deal with it no more. And if he's calm about it, that means he's been calm about it. He's been stressed about it, and he's tired of being stressed about it. And if your answer to that is, if it's not, I apologize, let's work on it. Maybe we should see therapy. Maybe we say your answer to that is you don't want to be with me, so I'm gonna off myself. If that's your answer, and then you say that that's equal between the two, this man is basically saying, listen, he giving a rational argument of why he shouldn't be with her. She's giving an emotional argument of why she's going to end it all because he don't want to be with her. Like, and you saying that this is they're both manipulating each other. How was he manipulating her? In what way did he manipulate her? He said, you shit on my dreams. I told you I'm wearing a label on them. You basically don't support me. How's that manipulation? And she says she's going to offer herself, but you saying that they manipulating each other. Like, come on, bro. This is crazy. So you basically saying that DDG is manipulating this woman by being calm. This is why listen, man. Oh my God.
Both things.
Yeah.
So like both of them were playing nonchalant. Both of them were being nasty to each other.
I don't hear both of them not playing nonchalant.
Parks and Mel, enough of y'all two now.
But not enough, but
Enough for you two.
I don't hear her playing nonchalant at all.
This is what I'm saying. Not enough of you. What I'm saying is this. And again, speaking from a little bit of experience, I don't know if you brothers have any experience here. And if y'all do, I don't know why y'all talking it right now.
no, I want to hear your point because we about to make one.
This is what I'm saying. In the beef where two people are wrong and playing a part,
yeah,
there's the person that's playing along in whatever the beef is, and then there's somebody that's not playing at all. There's somebody that is so angry or so emotional and so narrow-minded that they are not looking at the bigger picture here. Once she says to him, I will die behind this, or whatever the fuck she said, even if it's from whatever it's from, as a parent, yeah, now you have taken this to another level, and I don't know if you are of enough health in mind, body, and spirit to take care of you and a child.
Oh, again, and I'm gonna let him continue. I'm gonna run it back a little bit and let him continue. The reason why that is because women like her, they get to a certain level where they can't go no more but up. So if he's not responding the way she wanted him to respond, she's going to do something even more radical. Because her being with another dude, she can't do that. Because if she does that, that makes her look bad in her eyes. And she wants to be with him. But she wants to be with him on her terms and how she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So she can't be with another dude because once she do that, then that means the door is open for him to be with somebody else, even though he probably was. That's one. Number two, she knows that there is a ceiling for her, or that she hit the ceiling and she has to break that ceiling to go higher. She has to go higher. So her saying that she's going to kill herself, 9 times out of 10, she's not going to do it. But what she's going to do is she's going to do something that might lead to him believing that she could do it. Like, for example, she might cut herself, or she might do something that shows that she's serious, even though she's not. And she basically want to hold his heart hostage, or his feelings hostage, by basically telling him, like, look, I'm going to do something to myself. And if you don't be with me, I'm going to do something to myself. And that leads him to say, all right. And now he feels like he has to be with her because he don't want nothing to happen to her. That is superior manipulation. And like, I'm talking like top of the line manipulation. There's no way in the world you should be with somebody that uses your feelings against you. You know what I'm saying? And you go along with it. There's no way. That's crazy.
And nobody talks about that part of postpartum. I'm not against y'all calling this behavior postpartum. Y'all got all types of words. Postpartum, Stockholm,
Let me ask.
But postpartum there's nothing to deny about postpartum. Postpartum is what happens after you have a baby. There's postpartum depression, there's
That's what
postpartum
we're talking about.
psychosis, there is postpartum, and there is like her hormone, like
But
it's stressful enough to have had a child, but when you enter into a chaotic, erratic, situation with the person that is supposed to be loving on you and the kid and
can
creating
you care
a stress
for a child with postpartum, Mel? I don't need the word soup.
You can care for a child, but you got to do everything that you possibly can to create as stress-free an environment as possible. And it doesn't seem
that's not his fault. She's the one doing this. She's the one planting air tags in the man's car. She's doing all this. He's trying to live his life and basically keep her, I would say, somewhat satisfied. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a video out there where he is doing something. I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm going off of right now. But I'm saying right now, he's over her and she's acting like a psycho. And we can't sit here and keep saying that women are these strong, independent people, but then we hold their hand through situations like this. She has to take accountability for what she's doing. It can't be, oh yeah, you're a strong, independent woman. You got it. We need to stop mansplaining. We need to stop doing this. She could do it. And now you want to hold her hand through it. Oh, she's going through postpartum. She's stressed out. You got to understand, a baby. She had a baby. Like, no. She got to learn how to control herself. Just like he do. When she do things. Simple as that. Can't hold her hand now.
like this is what's happening.
In caring for the child, should you text anybody and say, I'm going to kill myself?
And if you do, how do you think that person should respond? That's my question.
Yes,
in seeing that tweet, if I ever got that tweet,
you've never had a girl say that to you?
We're talking about no. I'm talking about someone that I have a child with. Like my baby mother has never gotten to that. Mm-hmm. Had she did, my immediate number one thing is I got to go get my kid.
Okay.
Whether you're serious or not, I can't play with it.
And I totally.
That's 100% facts. You can't, Melyssa, you can't get around that one. You can't get around that one. I think, and I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't know if Melyssa Ford is single. But I think that older women give bad advice. Older single women give bad advice. There's no way in the world, in my opinion, there's no way in the world, Melyssa Ford, you should be even entertaining, whether it's postpartum or whatever it is. There's no way in the world, because I can see that you're willing to entertain it by saying, well, you never had a girl say this to you before? It's like kind of like, well, this is something that women say and it shouldn't be taken serious because they're in their feelings. That doesn't matter. That's kind of how I feel about when Melyssa Ford say things like that. You never had somebody say that to you before? No. And if they did, I'm going to get my kid. What?
I understand that, but if we're going to be talking about you, to me, I don't know what happened between you and your baby mama, if it was contentious or whatever, but you seem to be an extraordinarily even-keeled, logical person, you know? So I don't know, but I don't really see you antagonizing your baby mama, especially after the kid has been born. I just don't see that happening with you. That is what I see.
Another thing too, I think a lot of women think a man is antagonizing them when they tell them the truth. I think if a man tells you the truth, women feel like you're antagonizing them. A woman literally said that to me. She said that to me. I think a lot of y'all women feel like a man antagonizes y'all when he tells y'all the truth. When he tell you the truth about something, or he reveals he knows something, you feel like he's antagonizing. Oh, why you shouldn't be bringing that up. That's old, blah, 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 blah. Like, you already know what it is. So I think that that's what it is. But I can't help it if you can't control your feelings when I present facts to you. That's not my fault. If I present a fact to you, if I say that I know you did something, you was here this day, and you say I'm antagonizing you by doing that, that's a form of manipulation to me. Because now you're trying to weaponize my feelings for you against me. Saying, oh, well, you shouldn't be bringing that up. Like, no. I just don't understand why she would say that.
I don't matter in this situation, but this is how I am reading the situation. He is incredibly antagonizing to a woman who has just had his child, and they're playing these nasty little fucking games with each other. But to me, she doesn't really want to play these games. He releases the text messages just to get everybody on. He's playing that game of trying to get
everybody
but trying
on
to
the
get
side.
the
I'm doing
trying
this
to get the
because
public.
See what I mean? See, she just proved my point right there. You see what I mean? She is so much worried about the feelings part of it. He's antagonizing her. He released the text messages to get people on his side. No, he released the text messages to show everybody that he ain't the one that's abusing her. Look at this. I'm going to show y'all it's her. That's what it is. Again, this is my point. This is my point that Melyssa, like, I swear, man. This is my point about her. This is what I mean. Like, this is crazy.
To get the courts to understand what I'm
When
dealing
were
with.
these? Okay,
Let me ask you a question.
When were the text messages written versus when were they released? Because if there's a huge gap
dropped the text
between
messages. From the dates I looked at was March 2024.
March 2024. Yeah.
Well, the text messages came out a couple days ago when he filed to keep her from leaving.
In defense after she released.
Yeah, after she. Yes.
If I'm him and she wrote me that text message, you know what I'm doing right in that moment? I am calling whatever authority that I need to, and I'm going to try my hardest to get a psychological.
Crazy. Yo, the boy just literally said that. He literally said that. This is how you know that not all, let me be clear, not all women, but certain women in the heat of the moment, they don't listen. Again, it goes back to what I was saying before. They don't listen to the argument. He literally said, if this was me, I'm calling and getting my child. I'm going to get my child. Now you're saying the same thing. So you basically are agreeing with them that she's unhinged. Like, what the hell? Like, come on.
Get a psychological.
Mel, this is where I have to interrupt you.
Okay, go ahead.
I have to interrupt you with respect. You can't say that. You don't. You have no idea what you would do. When this topic came up with me and my girl and we were talking about the text, I said, I wasn't all the way serious. If I see that text, I'm calling the police. I said that same thing that you just said. Yeah. She reminded me I'd been through this. And I didn't call the cops. I didn't call the police at all. I went outside while we were on her birthday dinner and did my best to talk to, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just say, I'm going to call the police.
All this theoretical
we can't gauge the seriousness of somebody when they texted is all I'm saying.
They weren't even broken up yet. And that's my point. And of course, we are totally armchair quarterbacking this situation. We're just opining on their fucking business because it's everywhere. But to your point, you're right. You don't know what you're going to do in this situation. You can think in hindsight and say, I would be comfortable having a psychological evaluation done on her because I'm concerned for my child. You would think that that's what somebody would think.
Well, he can't. I don't know where they live, but he can't make that decision. He can't say I would be comfortable having a psychiatric evaluation done on her. She's a grown woman. And like he can't do. They're not married. They're not like he can't do that. Like what is he going to do? Like he could say that to the courts, but the courts like what? Like that would have to come from her or her being incarcerated and saying she's going to do something to herself, danger to self, others, or property. It can't be him telling. Well, I think she needs to go see a psych doctor. Like I just don't see that how that's relevant to the argument. But so what you basically saying is you basically still agreeing by saying that if he could do that, he go get a psych value, because you basically saying like, well, he is antagonizing her, and now you're saying, well, since he was antagonizing her, she went off. But then you turn around and say, well, if she said that, I will call the people to come take her in the paddy wagon, the white wagon, or whatever you want to call it, put her in a white coat. I will call for that. It's like you all over the place with your argument. It's crazy.
But if they don't in the moment, then that's understandable too. It's also understandable to think that she's just being hysterical in the moment, saying something to try to get a rise out of you because nothing else has worked.
But let me tell you,
all of this is potentially
also,
true.
As a man, there are a lot of steps and hurdles that you have to get to before you convince a judge or a court that a psych eval is needed for your child's mother. It's not just as simple as you going in there and requesting one. I went through that, and the person I was speaking to had no idea that was postpartum. It was her first kid. She didn't know. Yeah. I'm coming to
Nobody
you saying,
knows.
hey, is this that? Because they warned us about it in the hospital. Yep. Is there a way to help? And if you say no, now we just back to dealing with whatever comes with.
Exactly. Or if you're a man and they say no, you sitting there like, oh, all right.
Can I suggest?
Niggas are having children,
and then the side don't have postpartum.
Late 30s. Y'all niggas having children. Y'all having children in y'all late 30s. So y'all know how to deal with. Y'all more knowledgeable than somebody in their early 20s.
Them chicks with the angel images. I know ain't nobody gonna talk about it. I know ain't nobody gonna talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna talk about it though.
Have at it.
Hey,
Joe Budden podcast.
Joe Budden podcast. Prize Picks.
No, featuring Ice and Ish and Flipping Mel and Parks.
What you talking about?
Dr. Mark Lamar, Jeremy Heck. The women with the angel images are able to get off a lot under the guise of I have an angel image, and I imagine it to be frustrating for a man. I'm not even just talking about them. They're young, so we're going to apply the young card. But there are a lot of people out there hiding behind just this image of perfection. And behind the scenes, they are an absolute demon and fucking monster. And nobody believes the guy because this girl done been in a fucking movie or two. And I could say that a million times. I thought it about Keke Palmer and her baby daddy and what they went through. I could name you 6 different couples to where the lady is an angel, so nah, no way she did that.
Yep.
Kick fucking rocks, man.
Do you know what Johnny Depp went through?
It'd be the women rushing to the courthouse to get help because the dude is not doing something that they want.
That's a fact, because I think that a lot of women, and for good reason, not to say it's not, but for good reason, because men are demons and dogs and psychos and killers and abusers, but there are some men that are not like that, and I think that the system do help women much faster than they help men. And I think if a woman was to go to the court system and say that you did something, whatever, 9 times out of 10, it's all going to fall on you like a ton of bricks. And that whole Johnny Depp situation, I don't know if y'all ever seen that case. Go watch it. Type it in YouTube and watch, and you will see manipulation at its finest. I'm talking like supreme manipulation, supreme. So go check it out. But let me see what else they got to say, and I'm going to get out of here.
Not behaving accordingly. Men, I'll speak for black men, a lot of them ain't rushing to go start the courthouse process. That ain't happening. Some more shit that's taboo that we can't say.
You're right.
It'd be their ass going up there. Shit. In my case, I said it. Yo, this is about to go public. Let's do our best. It never works like that. So, I mean, we can sit there and I feel like calling Ben Staples. It's public. It's public. Where the fuck did you think it was going?
But that's
you ain't important enough for them to seal nothing. You didn't pay for no fucking mediator. You went to court.
And unfortunately, the emotional part and the young part, they don't even think that far. They don't think about,
I don't even think the age come into that part.
I know, but I'm supposed to think the person that, all right, we could do age. Age plays a part. But the person that can't, I received that. The person that don't think that far is also the best person to look after a child.
Good. That ain't no Crisco there.
So I'm gonna end it there. That's a pretty good episode. Hey, I didn't know that joint was an hour. I had a lot to say. Oh man, I didn't know that joint was gonna be an hour. That video ain't even that long. That video was only it's only 20 minutes, like 27 minutes. I didn't know it was gonna be that long. Thank y'all for staying here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. I think I'm gonna end it there. I said enough. Told you talk. You know what it is, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, bye.